Hello, friends. Welcome to Jesus Freaks. Stories about the persecuted martyred church out of this book. Get it on Amazon. We're about 2/3 of the way through, maybe 3/4. And so we're going to read two things today. There's got a little thing over here on the left side, just a little one-page thing. It's about mainland China, and we're going to end up in the USSR in the actual story here. It's only one page. Okay, so this will be a short day today. We just did a spoken word in Revelation 3. So if you're following along in Revelation, there you go. In mainland China, a sword was put to the chest of a Christian. He was asked, "Are you a Christian?" He answered, "Yes." He would have been killed if an officer had not said, "Free him, he is an idiot." Well, that was divine intervention, wasn't it? Someone asked him later, "How could you confess Christ with such courage?" He replied, "I read the story of Peter's denial of Jesus, and I did not wish to weep bitterly." Man, Jesus just told you hours ago, you're going to deny me 3 times, and you go right through with it. Spirit's willing, flesh is weak. And I don't blame him. I don't want to weep bitterly either, man. Better to die quickly than to weep bitterly and have all this sorrow and brokenheartedness forever and ever. It's said that Peter always cringed at the sound of a rooster after that, and I don't know if that's just an old wives' tale or not, but I can believe it after what he went through, after what he had done. Again, he was totally forgiven. The last chapter in John shows that, but still to have to bear the remembrance of it is a hard thing. That's why God, people think God's a killjoy. Oh, yeah, God just don't want to have no fun. No, he doesn't want you to have any regrets, Oh, God, you don't want me sleeping with all the girls. Well, yes, I don't want you sleeping with all the girls because it's immoral, but also there's a lot of diseases out there. Pregnancy can happen. A lot of bad consequences can happen in certain events, and God's trying to protect us from our own stupid head, from our own dumb body that wants what it wants. And most of the time it wants what it wants. It's not good for us. So here's a little bit more with Paul. This is a trustworthy saying, if we die with him, he will also live with him. If we endure hardship, we will reign with him. If we deny him, he will deny us. If we are unfaithful, he remains faithful, for he cannot deny who he is. Apostle Paul, martyred in Rome, AD 65, 2 Timothy 2, verses 11 and 3. Amen. Okay, so that was just a little short thing we did today, but now it's called Take the Oath. Let me drink a little bit here. All right. This is Valya Vashenko, 12 years old, 12-year-old kid here. USSR, the 1960s. That's why I love these stories, man. Some of these kids will blow your mind. Every eye in the room was upon Valya as the director of the school called her name again. "Valya Vashenko," the director said firmly. "Take the oath." Valya's mouth stayed shut tight. "Valya, say the oath," he commanded. "Valya, very well. I will read it in your name." Weeks earlier, the director of the school had decided that it was time that Valya, a 12-year-old Christian girl, should become a member of the communist children's group known as Pioneers. Valya refused, but refusal was not hers to make. By law, the director took the place of her parents. So, in some states they're wanting to do this, like in California, where if you don't go along with your child's decision to be transgender, and you go along with them wanting to mutilate themselves, have a sex change at 10 or 12 years old, the state now, in places like California, can take your kids away. That's a fact. And so this is the same kind of thing. The state wanting to become the parent. When membership day came, the girls stood in a group before a table on which was laid 3 pointed red pioneer scarves. One by one, the other girls had stepped forward to take the oath and put on a scarf, all but Valya. As the director prepared to read the oath for Valya, he pointed to the 2 other girls. "Will you place the scarf on Valya's neck as I read?" He began, "I, a young pioneer of the USSR, before my comrades, patriots, deciding the question of my admission into the organization, promise that I shall stand firmly for the cause of Lenin and for the victory of communism. I promise." But his next words were drowned out as Valya burst out into prayer to God and began to sing a hymn. This is so good. So let me read this again to you. I'm going to read this and then just keep flowing here. Let me see what's on the other page here. He began to read, I just want you to see the whole context. He began to read, I, a young pioneer of the USSR, before my comrades, patriots, deciding the question of my admission into the organization, I promise I shall stand firmly for the cause of Lenin, for the victory of communism. I promise. But his next words were drowned out as Valya burst out into prayer to God and began to sing a hymn. What a bold girl, man. We will stand firm for the gospel. We will stand firm for the gospel faith, for Christ, following his example. Forward all, forward after him. Wow, isn't that cool? I think that's what she said. We will stand firm for the gospel faith, for Christ, following his example. Forward after him. Again and again, in schools in the Soviet Union, Christian children would stand up in class to pray out loud and to witness. These children were beaten and forced to leave their families, but others followed their examples. Jesus freaks willingly stand up to any godless ideology or false religion that tries to force itself upon a person or a culture. They may be alone, like Valya was among her classmates, but also like Valya, Jesus freaks can sing the truth of who God is in the midst of such moments when they must stand alone and be his witness. You can always take a stand. Just don't worry about the consequences. The consequences don't even matter. For me to live is Christ and to die is gain. The day of your death is better than the day of your birth. Precious in the sight of the Lord is the death of his saints. Don't be afraid. Take a stand when you can. Amen. Love you, can't get enough of you. That's Take the Oath by Valya Vashenko, 1960s USSR. She stood her ground, prayed her prayer, and sang a song for Jesus. Don't you love it? Love you, can't get enough of you. We appreciate you, we love you. We did Jesus Freaks in Revelation 3, so I hope you enjoy some of these, if not all of them. And we just put it out there as we can get time. I never have any time, but we put it out there as we can get time, which is not very often. So we're doing our best. Anyway, we love you, and we'll talk to you later. You have a blessed day.